Hey church, it's Pastor Gage here bringing you today's daily devotional. There was a study done a while back that focused on Olympic medalists. And what they found was that attitude was so much more important with the results or the circumstances that the Olympic medalists found themselves in concerning their happiness. And what I mean by that is this. The third place, the bronze medalists, were quantifiably so much more happy with how they did than the silver medalists. And you think that's crazy, but what they found was that for the most part, the bronze medalists were just happy to have placed, just happy to have that they earned a medal in the Olympics at all. And that was their focus. That was what they were so focused on. And so their happiness was great. They were so content with themselves and they were happy. Whereas the silver medalists, they were just so focused on how close they came to getting that gold medal instead. If they would have had just a little bit better of a time, if they would have just done a little bit better in their event. And that focus became their reality. And they were so fixated on that their happiness was significantly reduced compared to that of the bronze medalists. This makes me think of the book of Acts, chapter 16. We find Paul and Silas on their missionary journey. Paul had actually just cast out a demon of a slave girl, and it kind of made the wrong people mad, and so they found themselves beaten. They found themselves put in the deepest part of a jail cell. They found themselves in terrible circumstances. But I want you to hear what their focus was in Acts chapter 16, verse 25. Around midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God, and the other prisoners were listening. And see, we know the rest of this story. We know that an earthquake happens, that God releases them and saves them. And but that's not, they don't just flee, they don't run, they stay and they see their mission through. They're on a missionary journey, right? And we know that the jailer that was watching over them comes to know the Lord and the rest of his family as well. But would any of that have happened if their focus would not have been on the mission that God called them to? Would any of those good things have happened? And they were so focused on what God had called them to do. Church, my question for you today is this. What's your focus? Regardless of the circumstances you find yourself in today, regardless of the circumstances that your family finds themselves in today, what is your focus on? Because we know if we are focused on the good things, that the things that we're supposed to be focused on, that is going to shape the reality around us. I love you, church. I'm praying for you today. Be blessed.